Hey, today I want to talk about motivation, continue the topic, and there's really one important thing to talk about. It's called survivorship bias, and why I actually wanted to talk about a little bit how I actually got the idea of motivation, talk about it in the first place. So I basically watched this video with motivation by a small YouTubers, just like randomly popped up a recommendation, and was talking about like, you need to succeed, it's like, oh, here's the way to succeed, you need to believe in yourself, you need to do it for a long time, and then people will see your fire, basically, right? You will fight another people, and
then
okay, I'm not gonna show it, but and like you would basically succeed by that way. You know, the really interesting part about it is that it's made by a channel which is like posts motivational videos. But you want to know funny thing? Funny thing, all right? It's like the last video. It was 3 years ago, so it's like really ironic, to be honest. And what I wanted to say by that first is that seems like he forgot his own advice here, and he wasn't pushing through for like a long time, wasn't believing in himself. Yikes! Oops. It's actually kind of funny if you think about it, right? And his first thing, and second thing is that um, there's no real reason to listen for all those people for advice. It's a really good thing to listen when they talk about like more practical stuff. And yes, in general, in life, believing in yourself is true. You need to believe in yourself if you want to succeed anything in life, and you need to like be, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But you also need to be realistic about it, because if you, for example, want to do something like YouTube, let's say I want to get popular at it, the best time to start would be like 2010, 2012, when all those OGs started, basically, because they were doing just content. And yes, very big part of that is being entertaining, big part of it is like be interesting person. I don't actually need that anymore. But this whole idea, right? Be interesting, be entertaining, be like, and the people would listen for like 20 minutes at a time, 1 hour at a time. We're gonna play some games and people are gonna listen to you. People are gonna be interested in what you're doing, right? This is really important thing. It's a really important part of doing something like YouTube, for example, because it's all about entertainment and personality a little bit, but nowadays it's more about entertainment. And the idea is that, especially if you want to start now, there's going to be a lot of motivation. There was a lot of motivation. It was the video from 2021, right? Or 2022, February 2021. So yeah, it's video from 2021, and there's gonna be a lot of videos in 2024. I'm gonna talk about motivation. Yeah, you're gonna do it. You're gonna succeed. It could be not only about YouTube. It could be about anything, really. It could be like about, I don't know, skydiving, like flying with a parachute, climbing Mount Everest, or getting a job or something like that. And you would find motivational videos, or Jordan Peterson, who I mentioned last time, who's gonna tell you like, do it, and then people would listen for it, like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna succeed. But that's where the problem come in, because there's something called survivorship bias, which we're getting back here, right? And the survivorship bias is a really interesting thing, because it basically tells us that you don't always need to listen for the people who succeeded, because it doesn't really mean that they know why they succeeded. They couldn't be in the right time, They could be in the right place. They could just know right people. It could be just millionaires in the beginning. Like if you'll actually research the stories of Elon Musk, like Mark Zuckerberg, and all those like giants, they usually have like a rich dad that owns half of the mines. Like was, for example, with Elon Musk. Most of them not self-made, right? And if you look for the YouTube stars, let's say Twitch stars, TikTok stars, whatever, most of them, like there's some people like I who just do done really entertaining stuff, but there's a lot of OGs who become popular because it was easier back then. They were just in the right place in the right time. For example, PewDiePie is a really good example of that. He was just in the right moment. No one believed that you can non-belief in YouTube, really. You couldn't really earn their money, but he was like, damn, I want to do that shit. I want to play these games. I want to upload it. I want to make it like a channel. I'm gonna do it daily. And he did it for a long time, and then he started to have some money because he just was passionate about it. He was passionate about the right thing in the right time, basically, right? This is basically what survivorship bias tells us. So now we get back a little bit about motivation. Is that You really want to believe in yourself and like, damn, you want to believe to succeed, and that's fine. It could be a call, it could be a choice, but you also need to realize that there is like a 99, 95, 99% chance you're gonna fail. There's a big chance you're gonna fail. You're gonna be a failure. You will fail. You will crawl back on your knees. Even if it's not gonna happen, you will work years until you succeed. I mean, think about Mr. Beast, and he started early, and now you're like need to catch up to all of them if you want to. Like, again, I'm talking about YouTube because it's the easiest example because I'm doing that on YouTube, but you know, it's like it's everywhere, right? While you sleeping, the enemy is grading basically, and that's the idea. If you really want to do something, for example, YouTube, right? Really good example of that because we're here right now in YouTube, and if you want to do it, do it. If you really believe you can do it, if you really want, have something to share with people, have something of value to show, or you just want to entertain, you just want to make videos because you want to make videos like I do, basically. I don't really care about. I kind of do a little bit, but I'm not really focusing on value that I can provide. I just want to yap into the existence. And you know, you need to be realistic about it. You're probably gonna fail. If it's not stopping you, that's good. It's actually good that it's not stopping you. If you realistically understand that you're probably gonna fail, but you want to do it anyway, I'm actually proud of you. I'm proud of you. Whatever you want to do, whatever you're in, whatever you're in, good luck to you. And don't let Survivorship bias actually fool you. No one knows how to be successful. You can listen for all of their advices and then think for yourself, think with your own head. Because, you know, a lot of people actually, like, there's a lot of smart people in the world, but there is even more dumb as fuck people, and they're not gonna understand this part by themselves. They don't really have this part of the common sense that would tell them that how it works. Really, no one really knows what they're doing. I mean, even if like getting back to YouTube again, if you listen for Mr. Beast, right, he gives a lot of advice, but his advice basically comes down to you need to strip yourself of your personality and make like and calculate everything to make like a perfect video. And you know, there's a lot of heat on him right now, but I'm really not gonna talk about it because it's not really important right now. And basically, right, you can do that. You can just become that, become like the content machine, basically like TV, but new TV, YouTube TV. But or you can just be, you know, have a personality, be doing stuff personally. It's your call. You don't need to go his way. He went his way and it's working for him, but do you need to be Mr. Beast copycat and help people to on camera and show how good you are to the world? I'm so good, I'm saving trees, I'm helping the sea, and I'm like making wells and I'm recording all of it because I'm such a good person, bro. But you can do that, or you can just, you know, do things your own way. And there is another saying that comes with this little part is that you actually need to listen for the ones who failed more than you need to listen for the ones who succeed, because they're gonna be for you as like warnings what you need to be not afraid of, but what you need to not do. But that's the problem. If you succeeded, you're gonna be much more likely to be heard, and if you're not succeeded, you're gonna be much less likely to be heard, because no one cares about failed people. How do you say it? I want to say about fools, but you know, about the ones who failed. Everyone cares only about success, not about failure. So yeah, you need to keep it in mind. You need to think about it. You need to have it here stored in your brain, because that's really important. That's really what you need to have. It's really what you need to do. And if you don't have it, then shame on you. If you believe you're gonna do it no matter what, and you're not gonna put a lot of effort into it, then you need to understand what it takes. You need to understand the risks. You need to understand the chances. They're not really high to be in success everywhere you want to. Especially if you want to be like billionaire, there's not a lot of chance it's gonna happen, and you would need to do a lot of shit you don't really want to do. You would need to step on the other people's heads just to achieve that. But you can be there, you can do that if you want to. You just need to understand the cost and like everything, really. You don't need to be stupid, and you don't need to not have like rose tinted glasses, you know, you just need to take them off. Where's my glasses? Right? Give me a second here to prepare. Imagine this is rose tinted glasses, right? Imagine they are not black. What you need to do is take them off and throw them out somewhere. Because you don't need them, I think. It's really good to be optimistic about stuff, but you also need to realize where you stand, or you're gonna disappoint yourself. It's all about expectations, which you need to manage as well. The entire life is about expectations. To think about it a little bit more, but probably gonna talk about it another time, one day, maybe never. Maybe I'm gonna be like the last time I talk about anything ever, and then truck hits me tomorrow, and I'm not gonna be alive. Hopefully, it's not gonna happen, but it's all about. Entire life is about, you know, what possibilities could happen. It's all about possibilities. It's never about something gonna happen. Definitely something never gonna happen. But that's like another topic for another time as well. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me this time around. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully it was a little bit useful. Hopefully I didn't yap too much out of my way. Probably haven't. It's probably happened. Well, it's like a normal at this point. Anyway, that's gonna be all for me this time around. Bye.